Combining like terms, stuff to know. This is basically a review and me pointing out certain things that students often forget about or don't realize. This is notes number 14. So I'm gonna review over some things that is gonna be pretty obvious to you, and then some things you might not have noticed. So 3x can combine with 2x or anything else with an x. For example, 3x plus 2x, because they both have x's, they can combine to 5x. Or let's take y. 2y plus 2y is 4y, because they both have y's. Something with x squared can only combine with something else that has x squared. So x squared can only combine with anything else that has x squared. It cannot combine with x. So x squared cannot combine with x. Remember that, all right? So 2x plus 2x squared, since you can't combine it, it's still just 2x plus 2x squared. It's already in its simplest form. You can't make this any more simple because these x's can't combine. X can't combine with x squared. They're two totally different things. But if you have 2x squared plus 3x squared, those can combine because they both have x squared. So that would be 5x squared. Or let's take this example, 2x squared plus 3x squared plus 2x. So 2x squared and 3x squared are like terms, and 2x is not a like term, so it's just going to stay there, and these are going to combine. So 2x squared plus 3x squared is 5x squared, and we just leave that 2x there because it's not the same type. Okay. Ooh. Something with xy can only combine with something else that has xy. It cannot combine with x or y. So xy can only combine with xy. You can't combine an xy with an x. You cannot combine an xy with a y. All right, so 4x plus 3y plus 2xy. There are no like terms because look, this 4x, there's nothing else with just an x. This 3y, there's nothing else with just a y. This xy, this 2xy, there's nothing else with xy. So it just remains the same. 4xy plus 3y plus, 4x plus 3y plus 2xy is 4x plus 3y plus 2xy. You can't do anything with it, so it stays the same. But on the other hand, 2xy plus 3xy would be 5xy. Another reminder that you may forget about, but I always talk about, but I'm just going to remind you again. If a variable has no coefficient, aka there is no number in front of the variable. A coefficient is the number that is attached to the front of a variable. If a variable has no coefficient, there is automatically an invisible 1. For example, x equals 1x and negative x equals negative 1x. So therefore, x plus 3x would be 4x because there's an invisible 1 in front of that x. So 1x plus 3x is 4x. Negative x plus 10x. There's an invisible 1 in front of that negative x. So it would be negative 1x plus 10x. Negative 1 plus 10 is 9. So that would become 9x. Last but not least, when you are combining like terms, pay attention to the sign in front of the term. Let me read that again. Last but not least, when you are combining like terms, pay attention to the sign in front of the term. What do I mean by that? So I'm going to combine like terms. The like terms are 3x and 6x. Notice I didn't circle that minus sign behind the 3x. I don't look at the sign behind the term. I look at the sign in front of the term. Okay? So in front of 3x, there's no sign, which means it's automatically positive. So I know that's a positive 3x. The sign in front of 6x is plus. I guess I should have circled it like this then. So it would be 3x plus 6x, which is 9x. That minus 5 stays there. There's nothing to combine it with. So it would be 9x minus 5. And that's all. That's all I really wanted to review with y'all. So watch the next video for a little practice. I feel like y'all could do this on your own. You don't have to watch the video if you know how to do it on your own. Or you could do it on your own and then watch the video and just check your answers, I guess.